Jacksonville, Florida, one of the most dangerous cities in the US, and home to one of the most controversial figures in the rap game, Julio Foolio. Known for his raw lyrics, relentless disses, and direct involvement in real street beefs, Foolio is a name that demands attention. But his notoriety doesn't come from just music, it's the violence, the feuds, and the fearless way he taunts his enemies that has made him one of the most hated rappers in Florida. In today's video, we dive into the life, music, and beefs of Julio Foolio, exploring how a young man from the Hilltop Village Apartments became one of the most polarizing figures in modern rap history. Charles Jones, better known as Foolio or Julio Foolio, was born on June 21, 1998, and raised in Jacksonville's North Side. Growing up in the Hilltop Village Apartments, Foolio was exposed to street life early. Poverty, gang violence, and survival were part of his reality. He was affiliated with the KTA side, a group in Jacksonville that has been feuding with another collective known as ATK, short for Ace's Top Killers, affiliated with rapper Yungeen Ace. These affiliations would later shape not only his life but his rap career and reputation. Foolio began rapping seriously in his teens, using his music to document his life in the streets. His early work reflected the pain, violence, and loyalty that defined his neighborhood. By the time he dropped tracks like Coming Up and Crooks, the streets of Jacksonville already knew his name. But it was when real-life murders and retaliations started being referenced in songs that Foolio's name began to gain national attention, though not in a good way. The most infamous rap beef in Jacksonville is between Foolio and Yungeen Ace. The two rappers represent opposite sides of the city's ongoing street war. The rivalry escalated dramatically after a tragic incident in 2018, when Yungeen Ace survived a shooting that killed his brother and two friends. Foolio would later taunt Ace in diss tracks referencing the names of the dead and mocking the pain Ace suffered. This sparked a dangerous back and forth in Jacksonville rap, where diss tracks became deadly serious. One of the most controversial moments in Foolio's career was the release of When I See You, a remix of Fantasia's Ran B song. In the track, Foolio mocked the deaths of Yungeen Ace's friends, even displaying their photos in the video. The song instantly went viral, racking up millions of views. Critics called it disrespectful and evil, while fans praised his boldness. Either way, it cemented his title as one of the most hated rappers in Florida. Many believe this song put a bigger target on Foolio's back, escalating the violence surrounding him. Foolio has survived multiple assassination attempts. In 2021, he was shot at while leaving a recording studio in Jacksonville. He posted videos afterward mocking the shooters, unfazed by the danger. That same year, on his birthday, he was shot again in Tampa after being followed. Foolio later claimed he was hit in the leg, but managed to escape and recover. Most rappers would go into hiding, but Foolio went online, laughing, taunting his enemies, and posting pictures from the hospital. His survival only added to his image as someone who couldn't be touched. With the street violence escalating, Jacksonville police launched Operation Wrap Up, targeting local rappers and gang members. Authorities blamed rappers like Foolio for fueling real violence through their lyrics and affiliations. Though Foolio was not arrested in the initial sweep, police began watching him closely. He's been outspoken about police harassment, even claiming that officers often pull him over or follow him just because of his music. Still, Foolio never stopped posting or rapping, even going as far as threatening retaliation in new songs. Despite millions of views, Foolio's rise has been a double-edged sword. Mainstream labels hesitate to touch artists involved in real-life crime or beefs that can lead to more deaths. Though he's independent, Foolio's success is mostly driven by YouTube and Instagram. His loyal fan base follows every post, every diss, every update on the beef. But many critics ask, at what cost? In a genre already plagued by violence, Foolio is both a product and a participant in the chaos. To understand Foolio, you have to understand where he comes from. The Hilltop Apartments are not just a backdrop, they're the center of his universe. From his first music video to his social media lives, he often broadcasts from the complex. It represents the pain, the loyalty, and the war he never left. And even though he has the means to leave, Foolio continues to return, both physically and musically. In his mind, he's representing for those who didn't make it out. In 2024, Foolio was reportedly planning to relocate and shift toward more mainstream music. But before those plans could materialize, tragedy struck. On June 23, 2024, just 2 days after his 26th birthday, Foolio was shot and killed in Tampa, Florida. He had been staying at an Airbnb and posted his location online shortly before the shooting. According to reports, he was ambushed and shot over 100 times. The internet exploded, fans mourning, critics pointing to the inevitable end that many feared was coming. Even in death, Foolio remained controversial. Julio Foolio lived fast and died young, caught between music and street warfare. His story is one of pain, survival, and rebellion, but also one of consequence. He embraced the hate, leaned into the beefs, and never backed down. To some, he was a demon. To others, a product of his environment. But no matter how you view him, one thing is undeniable. Foolio left a mark on Jacksonville, on rap, and on the culture that will never be forgotten. This has been the story of the most hated rapper in Florida, Julio Foolio.